Friday, June 17th, Simpson was to turn himself in at the jail at Parker Center, downtown LA, to us. And he was going to be booked because we had obtained a warrant for his arrest for murder, for 2 counts of murder. He was supposed to turn himself in. That is not the way I like to do business, nor does my partner. We're used to going out and arresting people and doing all of that ourselves. The reason being is you don't want that person to flee. If that person knows you're coming for them, they wait, and they're wanted for 2 murders, they may just get in the wind for obvious reasons. You could also lose evidence if they knew you were coming to arrest them. We want to make that arrest ourselves and handle it ourselves. But we work for someone who tells us what to do, like any other bureaucracy. The brass wanted a show because it's a high publicity case. They wanted all this on video, so they went ahead and approved, yeah, you can bring him in. We don't want to do that, but that was their call, so we go along with them. The plan was for his lawyers to turn him in, we would book him, and that would be that. Comes time to turn himself in, I memory call, I think it was 11 o'clock. I called Bob Shapiro. He says, well, he was at the house and he took off. He took off with AC, and you know how he is when he gets this way, I can't control him, or something like this. They took off, we don't know where they are. He's in AC's Bronco. I said, AC has a Bronco? Yeah, just like Simpson. Took off in his Bronco. A lot of people to this day don't know that there's 2 white Broncos involved here. We don't know where they are, they're in the wind. They didn't tell us where they were going. We don't know what to do. And so I said, well, we got a problem. Reported that in, so the LAPD puts their press people out and they say that he's a wanted fugitive. They make the release to the media to gasp him and all this other stuff. In the back of my mind, I'm saying, where does someone like O.J. Simpson go, especially when they see Cowlings, who is now, you know, is he an accomplice to this? We don't know. Where did they go? We don't know. So I go back to my office and we're trying to put all of this together. And meanwhile, I hear in the back a couple of people, including a couple of the chiefs, have come down. And they're concerned about what are we going to do now. And somebody yells out, OJ's on the screen, he's on TV. And I look up, we have a little TV in the corner of the squad bay. And we see the chase. Somebody looks like a helicopter has found his car, the white Bronco, AC's white Bronco. And they're following him on the Golden State Freeway. Apparently they're coming back northbound. And behind them, we see all these sheriff's units and highway patrol. Very slow speed they look like they're going 25 or 30 miles an hour. All these police cars behind them. And they have found Simpson. And now what are we going to do type of thing? Well, it appears he's going slow, so maybe they can let him stop. So I'm thinking now it's the job of who's ever pursuing him to pull him over. Are they going to do a pit maneuver? Are they going to try to pull alongside of him? Is AC, who appears to be driving, going to stop, pull over? Meanwhile, I'll be getting reports. We're getting direct reports from the sheriffs, Orange County sheriffs who are in pursuit in the highway patrol. They say that AC is driving the Bronco. Simpson is in the back seat. He's sitting there in the back seat looking around, and then all of a sudden one of the deputies says, and he has a gun. So they tell that to us over the phone, he's got a gun, and I said to myself simply, shit. Now what are we going to do? You got a guy wanted for 2 murders, he took off, but he's not in any hurry to get away from anybody, but he's got a gun. Okay, this changes everything. What are we going to do? Well, you have to assume the gun is real, you have to assume it's loaded, but more importantly, you have to assume he's going to use it. Well, how is he going to use it? Is he going to shoot himself? I don't know. He can shoot AC, I doubt it, but who knows? How about the cops that are right behind him? There's 10, 12 police cars behind him. Is he going to shoot at them? He's going to shoot at the helicopter. I don't know. He's going to shoot at some of the people now. They're going so slow, actually running onto the freeway. banging on the windows, some of them, the closer they get to West LA. And more people are showing up at my desk like I'm supposed to make a decision there, and I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to have to see how this plays out. You can't do this forever. And then all of a sudden it kind of hits me that we know he's got a mobile phone, but they don't have the number. So I call Penny Jo Fairbanks, who's the witness coordinator at the DA's office. She's got the phone number. So she gives me the phone number, and at least this is something. But he's not going to pick up on his mobile phone. No way he's ever going to pick up. So I call him, and he picks up. It just shocked me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. So I identified myself, and I started talking to him. And again, my main thrust here was on the gun, and that's all. He sounds out of it. He sounds like he hadn't slept in a couple of days. He may be under the influence of something.
Just let me get to my house. Okay, we're gonna do that. Ready, I'll give you what. I'll give you me. I'll give you my whole body. Okay. Need to get to my house. Okay. We're gonna do that. Just throw the gun out the window. We're not gonna bother you. We're gonna let you go up there. Just throw it out the window, please. You're scaring everybody.
Later on, we find that he is under the influence of marijuana. That he's getting this moaning and groaning, and love to get this recorded, but we're not. All of a sudden, one of the people from the electronics unit runs in. They've got a tape recorder. Somebody thought this through, and the good thinking. They run in and they hook my phone up with a tape recorder. So now I'm able, the first couple of conversations I was not able to get recorded, but now I'm hooked up and I'm able to record conversations. Because hopefully this is going to be some kind of evidence also. I tell him that, tomorrow's another day. Think about your kids. This is going to end. You don't want to do, oh, yes, I do need to do it, and all this other stuff.
Don't hurt everybody. You're going to hurt everybody. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go with Nicole. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Think about everybody else, all right? I couldn't do it on the freeway. I couldn't do it in a field. I want to do it at a grave. I want to do it in my house. You're not going to do anything. Too many people love you. Your kids, your mother, your friends, AC, everybody. You got the whole world. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away, man. Come on.
In my mind, I don't know what he's going to do, but again, you have to assume that he's going to use that gun. So again, just talking about throw the gun out, put the gun down. You don't need to do this. Your family loves you. Your mother's worried about you. You've got the kids. We'll all work this out. There's an answer to all this stuff goes on and on and on. And now we find out that it looks like he's moving back towards West LA. And, I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to be with Nicole. And then, later on, it's just, I just want to get home maybe and this, that, and the other. So we know he's going back to Rockingham. Besides, everybody's moving in that direction. So we let Metro know, which is SWAT, essentially. They have a SWAT unit. So we get SWAT to roll to Rockingham and set up because of the gun. If he ever goes to Rockingham and if he ends up there, SWAT will be waiting for him. When SWAT operates, they don't just park in front and wait for you to pull up. They conceal themselves, which they did, and they're very good at what they do. The problem is if he goes back to Rockingham and he gets out of the Bronco and he's got the gun in his hand, they're going to shoot him. They're going to dump him right there. They won't have a choice. So again, all I can think of is don't get out of the Bronco with the gun. Leave the gun in. Leave it in the car. Be better tomorrow. You're going to be fine. Think of your kids, and all this stuff goes on until they pull into Rockingham. Media's everywhere. SWAT, I know, is set up. They pull in the driveway and they're going to beat in right on the Bronco and hope the guy didn't come out with the gun. And I tell him, leave the gun in the car. Don't take the gun out. Don't take it out. Well, he's not talking to me now, but now he's put the mobile phone down. I'm just talking to nothing. What is he doing? So this goes on for 2-3 minutes. All too long. Way too long. Is he thinking of coming out with the gun or not? Is he going to shoot himself? I don't know what he's going to do. Meanwhile, just before this, Jason, his son, comes running out. He gets in at the AC. They're yelling at one another. A couple of cops went out. They grab Jason. They pull him back towards the house. And Simpson still hasn't gotten out. The tension is building. What's going to happen? Because I know SWAT is honed in on the Bronco. Well, the door finally opens and he gets out. And thank God he doesn't have the gun. He left the gun inside. He gets out and a couple of SWAT guys come out and they grab him and they take him into custody. The whole time I'm wondering about what he's going to do now. Is he going to give us maybe an admission or confession of type? What are you going to do this one, the other? First thing they have to do is get him downtown to where we are. We'll see if what's going to happen from there. We have the warrants. Now he's obviously represented. He's not going to be talking to us even under these circumstances. But just getting away from this and subsequently what we find in the Bronco is very interesting, of course. Not only does he have the gun, which is real, which is loaded, but he has his passport. Why does he have his passport? He's got over $8,000 in cash. He's got his Hall of Fame ring. He's got his changes of underwear and socks. He's got a disguise kit. We find out the disguise kit was purchased in a North Hollywood store like 3 weeks before the murders happened. What is he doing with the disguise kit? Mustache, little hair thing, and a little chin beard. What is he doing with all this stuff? Was he really trying to escape? I don't know. We find out later when we interview AC that night, and they headed down towards the Orange County to the cemetery when Nicole was buried, and they went to the grave of Nicole. AC tells us that when they got down there, he thought that Simpson was going to shoot himself because he had the gun. Later, he doesn't think as much, obviously, because Simpson comes out and they decide to get into the car. He doesn't know what they're going to do. They start back towards LA, towards the Rockingham house. Because of the direction, initially we thought perhaps they were going to go to the border. But again, where's O.J. Simpson going to go? Everybody in the world is watching this thing on live television. He's not going to go anywhere, the bottom line is. Again, I'm not worried about this coming to a halt. It's just how it's going to come to a halt, and it becomes all about the gun. But we've taken care of that. He's in custody. He gets booked. We book him into custody downtown. He's thrashed. He's very tired. He's obviously hasn't slept in a while. And that's how that day ended.